G'day and welcome guys. In this video I'm going to be fitting the Autobeam LED interior upgrade light kit for my Mk7 Fiesta ST. So we're going to put 3 up in the roof here for your reading lights and your door light in the front. We've got an automatic door light in the back. We've got 2 Footwell lights and we've got the one for the Glovebox as well. So let's get to it. Firstly, with these 3 up here, you're just going to need a small flat-headed screwdriver just to get the unit down. So let's get to it. Alright, this is going to be a bit awkward doing it one-handed, but as you can see there's a little notch taken out of the plastic there. That is where you want to get your flat-headed screwdriver in. And then you just want to push in. And you'll see it start to want to come out. There's just this little metal clip right there, and that's the bit that you want to be taking out right there. Now what you want to do, you need to come around to this side and you need to do the same. There's a tiny little bit up there, and if you just put it up there you'll see it come down. And the same again on this side, and that's it. It'll come down. You've got these clips in here, they just pull out those wires, so we'll do that and then it'll be much easier for me to film changing the bulbs. So this is what the light fitting looks like when you've got it out. You've got 1 clip, 2 and 3. They were where the power cables go, and this is what we're going to put in. So in the kit, the one that looks like this, we've got 3 here and 1 for the other roof mounted light for the back seat. They're pretty easy to change. You just grab the top, you twist it, and then it'll come out, and there's your standard globe. Your standard globe there just pulls out, nice and easy. Put that aside. Now these are slightly different, so you've got to make sure when you push it in, you can see there's a little cavity in there. There's a tiny little bit of, I'm not sure if you can see, but where these little resistors go, just make sure that they fit in the little gap in the middle. And when you push, just try and push down. So they take a little bit to push in. I'll just do this off camera. And that is it. It's pushed in. It's in the middle. It's located. And then, again, you've got your 2 clips here. Make sure they line up. Push it in and turn it, and you'll be able to feel it. That's it. So I'll do the others off camera. Firstly, I'll hook this back up and we'll do a little comparison of what the difference is between this LED one, which will be the passenger side, and the middle and the driver's side being standard. So let's do that. This is a comparison for the standard light. That's what a standard one is. We'll turn the middle one on, and now the LED. So you instantly, without trying to blind you guys, you can automatically see straight away how much wider and brighter that is compared to the yellowy looking standard ones. It's something that you probably don't notice until you do something like this, and then you see the difference. So I'll get this down again. I'll put the other 3 in, the other 2 in, sorry, the third one being in the back, and we'll have a look. And there you have it. There's the first 3 in. So with this one, when I put it in, it didn't work, and then I remembered there was something on the Autobeam site that said if they don't work, I actually think it's on the back of the packaging as well. If the unit does not illuminate, rotate and insert. So that's all I had to do, was take it out, turn it around, put it in the other way, and done. So now I'll turn these off because it's so bright. To put this back in, you want to make sure that your cables are clear up there. Put the back in first. Make sure it's in. And then push the front up. And that's it. That's it. So when it's dark, I'll come and I'll do another comparison. So I'll do daytime and nighttime comparisons, so you can see the difference and how much it actually makes. Now let's move on to the Footwell and the Glovebox. Here is the driver's side Footwell light. You can see it's just located directly above the pedals in the middle. What I'm going to do, I'm going to close the door. I'm going to let that globe cool down because they heat up pretty quick. But it's the same deal. You literally just pull it out and then you make sure that your LED replacement's lined up and push it back in. So let's do that. So to remove the driver's side Footwell light, first of all make sure it's cold to touch. I've had this off for a little while before I've turned it back on. You literally just pull it out, just the same as the others. Make sure you take note of the angle that it's come out of, so that it makes it easy to put your upgrade unit back in. This is what the upgrade unit looks like. These are your Footwell ones that come in the interior kit. This is a bit fiddly. Got to get in under there, get the angle right, but there it is, and that's really bright. So this is what it looks like, and that's in the daytime. So you'll see night comparisons too, and you can see all the bindies and bits of leaf and stuff. Alright, let's move on to the passenger side. Okay. So moving on to the passenger side, again, just pulls out. And this one, you make sure you line it up, and it should pop right in. And that's much brighter already. So even in the daytime, there you go. Welcome to my back seat. We're going to do the rear headlight now, the roof light. So again, we're going to use the same as what we used in the front. This one's a little bit tricky. I'm going to put that down for a sec. This one's a little bit tricky to get out. It's a bit harder. So you've got a little hole there where you can get your screwdriver in, and you pop it out hard with one hand. And then when you come around to the back in this one, it's not quite so obvious. They're actually quite a way out here. They're right out on the sides to get in, and then it comes down. And again, it's exactly the same kind of setup. You just twist that out and then pull out your globe. So again, hard with one hand. And replace exactly the same way as we did in the front. So now that we've got this one in, we can give it a test, and she is bright, and it's already lighting up the back a lot better than the standard. I can tell that even in the day. So we'll turn that off. Now this one's tricky to get back in. So you've got these grooves here, you've got one there and one over there, and then up in here you've got these little bits here that stick out, and they line up with those grooves. So what you've got to do is push the back. You've got to line them up, push it to the back, make sure they're lined up nicely, and then you can click the back in. Otherwise it's not going to fit. If you don't line those grooves up, it's not going to fit. And then you just literally push that up, and that's refitted now. And again, plenty of light. Let's move on to the next one. Time to remove the Glovebox light. You've got your switch. When that's pushed in, when your Glovebox is closed, it turns the light off. Next to that, you can probably see this little thing here. It's like a split pin kind of thing. What you can do is you can push that through and then reach behind, and then you can pretty much wiggle out the unit that houses the globe. And then what you want to do is take the cables out so that you can get good access, and then pry the globe out with a screwdriver. So let's do that. So this is what the unit looks like that sits behind the Glovebox. Like I said, what you need to do is likely get in there with a screwdriver, and then you can just pop it out. Now we want to get our Autobeam upgrade and just push that back in, and now it's ready to reinstall. Once your bulb is installed, your new Autobeam one, what you need to do is plug the power back in here and then reassemble this switch assembly. So that will only push in one way, and as you can see, it's really bright now. Try and locate the clips around the switch here first, and then hopefully you can see that they've both now clicked in, and that's now secure. So let me take this light away, and that's how much more light you've got. This is in the daytime, so I'll show you at night as well. But that's how you change it. So here we've got the boot light to replace. What you can do is a tiny little notch in here on the plastic. You can get your little flathead screwdriver in there, just gently get it in there, and then you can pry it out. And as you can see, it comes out like this. You can then turn that and pull it out. Now to put it back in, this is what the actual thing looks like. So this is where you've got your screwdriver in, just here. And you've got two little clips just here, and you put them in first and then push up. So let's wait for the globe to cool down a little bit. I'll take it out and we literally just replace it exactly the same as all the others. Okay, so I've replaced the globe now. Got the nice new LED one, very bright. It's a lot different to the standard one. So again, you want to put it into the back of the frame where it sits, click it in, make sure that your cable's up there, make sure that your two little clips are hooked up, and then you push it in. And that is it. That's a lot brighter. Initial thought is that it is a lot brighter. Again, I'll come back and I'll do some nighttime comparisons as well. But that's really it, guys. That's the full interior kit fitted from Autobeam, all with LED upgrade. Stick around, I'll show you the before and after. So here's an example of what the standard lights look like, the interior lights. You can just see it there, very yellow, just a normal globe. This is in the daytime, so just a comparison of how it's going to be different from the Autobeam upgrade. Again, passenger side footwell, there's not much doing down there. And then in the glove box, again you can't really see too much, but we'll do another comparison. Hello. We'll do another comparison with the Autobeam ones, but they're very yellow. None of these have been replaced from when I bought the car new, so this is what they roll out with the factory. Alright, let's check out the difference with the Autobeam upgrade. So here's a daytime shot with the Autobeam upgrade. As you can see there, the globes are very, very white. You can pick different colours for your interior lights. I've chosen white. There's your driver's side footwell. Over down into the passenger side. You can see just how white it is. We'll cut to some night comparisons as well, and you can see just how much brighter they are. And one up there on the roof too, and for the back seat. So these are the standard interior lights at night. We've got the driver's side footwell. Coming up to the roof lights, just by the mirror. And for the rear seat,
parking recording will now start.
There's not a whole lot of light back there. Let's take a step in. Passenger footwell and the glove box. So we'll do this all again with the Autobeam ones and we'll see the difference. This is a night shot of the Autobeam upgrade on the interior. As you can see, it's a lot brighter in here. That's the driver's side footwell. That's just in general, and that's only with the one light on. So that's not even with the reading lights. It's the passenger side. And also in the glove box is a lot brighter as well. Look through. There's the back seat. So you turn on your map lights and it's just ridiculous how bright it is. I'll step out again. There you go. So that is a massive difference. Here's the standard boot light during the day. We've only got one on the driver's side. Obviously it does nothing during the day, but you can see the colour. We'll put up an Autobeam one in the day just for comparison, and then some night ones. Here's just a comparison day shot from the Autobeam upgraded globe. So it doesn't do anything to light the boot. The boot's obviously very light in the daytime anyway, but you can just see the colour difference. It's a very crisp, clear white, really nice. We'll go to some nighttime comparisons, and that's where you're really going to see the difference. This is the standard boot light. As you can see, unless something's right there, it's not really going to do much. If I put my hand over that side, you can barely see it. Okay, so this is a night shot with the boot light from Autobeam, the LED. It's much brighter. Still, I think with the direction that it is, it's concentrated mostly on this side. Although it is a fair bit brighter, even right up on the other side. But I think that the direction that that's just pointing down has a lot to do with it. Definitely a lot brighter. Well, that finishes up the install. What do I think of the lights? I think they're bloody awesome. Not only are they really bright, every single one of them is at least 10 times brighter than the original bulbs, but the colour as well is just really crisp. I picked the white ones obviously, but Autobeam do a bunch of different colours. I know red and blue seem pretty popular, but I'll put a link down in the description, and yeah, you can choose your own colours from there. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Let me know if you like the install and what you thought of the lights. Cheers. See ya.